Alkira was started after the war, and there were a number of parents in the local area that had participants or family members with intellectual disability who were really, really concerned about how they were being looked after, and they wanted something different. They wanted something better for their children. As a result of that, there was a group of parents that came together and formed an organisation which was the forebear of Alkira. Their foresight that Alkira became an organisation that looked after people rather than put them away for the rest of their lives.
We've always made sure we've kept the voice of people with disabilities and their families at the centre of what we're doing, and we try to do that at a governance level, we do that at a practice level, and we constantly are building relationships with the families and participants to understand what's working for them and what's not, and making sure we change things as we need to.
If you've got a child with a disability, you have to fight for that child from day dot to get the services that you want or to get into the organisations that you want to, because the organisations that are obviously better for you are popular. They're doing the right things, they're having good outcomes for the people in the organisation.
The people we support here we look on as equals, we treat them the way we want to be treated, and it's all about the participants and their family and their support network. We're there to provide that support to them. So person-centred, they come first. There's no other way.
It's great to see people with disability being able to be part of the total community, and that's been a massive change over the last 30 or 40 years, that people with disability are treated as equals in society, which I think is very, very important. They have aspirations to do things and be people and meet people and all of those sorts of things, and that inclusion into society, I think, has made us and them better people.
2 years ago, my support coordinator, my mom and I were looking for post-school options, and we found Alkira, and I was happy with this decision, and now we're here, 2 years later.
I've been coming to Alkira for 8 years, and I've had amazing opportunities for me to brightly shine as a person and as an individual with a disability. I've done some incredible things over the years. Last year was big for me, of getting my learners, moving out of home and getting a part-time job.
I love Alkira. It's been like a home to me, and having staff and other people involved with my life, it's been an amazing outcome. I just love it.
The staff here, they're very good at helping us doing the best they can and trying to be the best we can be. So I'm grateful to all the teachers here, and I hope they can do great things for us.
What makes Alkira special is we have a good connection with staff and participants, good vibes, and a good atmosphere.
We do the travel training. I have learnt how to get places. Slowly started trying to catch the bus by myself too.
I feel that I'm part of this world, and I feel like I have contributed to society in a good way.
Back in 1977, there was a large degree of the organisation which had volunteer labour involved in the day-to-day operations of the business here. We moved to an organisation that employed the right people to give the right services to our participants.
One of the things that makes Alkira unique is our focus on people, and that is the people we employ as well as the people we support. Alkira now employs over 200 staff, supports nearly 300 individuals, and over that time we have supported over 600 individuals and their families and their community.
We have staff that have been here 35 years. There's people like me who have been here 16 years. It's a feeling of community, of connectedness, and we all have this purpose. We have a purpose being here.
We're unique because we've done a lot of work to make sure that we have the right people, the right staff here to support such a broad selection of people with disabilities. people are qualified, they know what they're doing. But we've gone out of our way to make sure that the people we're employing want to be here and they want to be supporting these people, and they're happy to work with us. Alkira itself as an organisation has supported me. I came in with very little qualification and I'm now managing one of the services. So Alkira, I owe them a lot.
I just always like to help people. So that's my own goal. And I'm learning. You learn a lot. I'm still learning, it's amazingly. I love the job, I love the organisation, I get a lot of support, a lot of help. They recognize what I do.
I always felt I was well taken care of. My needs were always heard. People took the chance to actually listen and come up with solutions. And it still continues on, even with new management. They're not just management, they're also someone you can talk to easily, they're friends.
Not so long ago, we had a young gentleman who lived in our houses. Wasn't a part of Springfield, but ended up in palliative care. We sent support staff in there on a daily basis so that there was somebody with him all the time until the time he chose to close his eyes and go. Very hard on our staff. But they also grow from that, you know, they walk away from that going, I've done the best I can possibly do.
Unfortunately, because of who we are and what we do have a lot of loss. We've actually had someone die today. We have things in place to help everybody, staff, participants, families. We go about it so the person we've lost today won't be just whisper, whisper, whisper around the place. There'll be a process so that people get told it together. She was with us for a long time and she was at Thurston Street and then she went to Springfield and then she was in a nursing home and all the way through Alkira has supported her. Her family's in the country, so they relied on us to help her have a good life and trusted us with that, which was great.
The key to Alkira's future success is being able to look over the horizon, being able to think 5 and 10 years ahead about where intellectual disability services ought to be.
I think people are learning to be less confronted by people with disabilities. I have a bit of a saying that, you know, we here at Alkira, we've nailed it, we've got it right. We've just got to teach the rest of the world how to associate and how to interact with people with disabilities. These are the people that are going to be out working in companies and businesses and all the rest of it. This is why we've got to look at community support and how the community views us, because those people coming through momentum and networks will be out there in the shops serving people. They'll be selling you your next coffee and they'll be helping you get on the train when you go to work and all the rest of it. So, you know, it's huge. It's going to be big.
I think we've got a responsibility to the people who formed Alkira. I just think they did a heck of a lot of work trying to make sure that there was somewhere for their kids to go and ultimately ours. So, you know, I hope the people who are involved here realise why we're here and hopefully keep supporting Alkira.
I think this 70th anniversary gives us an opportunity to reflect on the history and where Alkira's come from and to appropriately recognise the great contributions that have been made by a lot of people, made Alkira what it is, and I will be forever grateful to those people.